करा दिया, लेकिन फिर भी अफसोस हुआ देख के. लेकिन मैच बहुत अच्छा हुआ, इंग्लैंड अच्छा खेला, जेसन रॉय बाहर हो गए, लेकिन फिर भी हम ये सोचते हैं कि यार साउथ अफ्रीका वापस आई है इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में. ये कैप्टन नया है उनके पास, जिस तरह मार्कम ने खेला, डूसन खेले, डिकॉक आए, बॉलिंग साइड नोकिया है या शमसी हैं, टीम अच्छी लगी. और ये T20 कहीं और होगा नेक्स्ट 2 years में, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में होता है या कहीं पे भी होता है. ये टीम बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा परफॉर्म करने वाली है.
बहुत आज तो बहुत ही अच्छी क्रिकेट इन लोगों ने खेली, पर वेस्ट इंडीज और बांग्लादेश ने तकरीबन वैसी क्रिकेट खेली है जो दूसरे में आप एसोसिएट जिनके पीछे पड़ रही
तो होता है. कुछ टीमें डाउन द हिल जा रही होती हैं, कुछ ऊपर जा रही होती हैं. अभी बांग्लादेश और इनका टाइम नहीं है वेस्ट इंडीज़ का. 2 ग्रेट्स जो है गेल और ब्रावो चले गए यहाँ से इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट से, बड़े प्लेयर्स थे, तो डाउन द हिल हैं वो लोग. लेकिन ये कि आगे जाके उम्मीद है, क्योंकि हर जगह क्रिकेट खेली जाती है, बांग्लादेश हो, श्रीलंका या वेस्ट इंडीज, हर जगह बहुत क्रिकेट है और नया टैलेंट आएगा. और स्पेशली T20 तो हर कोई खेल रहा है, तो 6 महीने 1 साल के अंदर दोबारा टीम खड़ी हो जाएगी.
और अजहर भाई आप तो थोड़ा सा आराम करके आए हैं, सेहत ठीक है आपकी अब?
अल्लाह का शुक्र है, बेहतर हूँ.
एंट्री तो आपने बड़ी जबरदस्त मारी आज शो शुरू होते हुए.
पता नहीं चला, आप लोगों ने बताया नहीं.
क्या कहेंगे, कैसे लगे आपको ये 2 मैचेस आज के?
नहीं, ज़बरदस्त. आज हमें जो है ना प्रॉपर क्रिकेट देखने को मिली है. मतलब जो जिसकी बात कर रहे थे कि रन भी स्कोर हुए हैं, क्वालिटी नज़र आई है बैट्समैनों की, उनका स्किल नज़र आया है. जैसे अभी साउथ अफ्रीका की अगर हम बात करें तो आई थिंक कि डूसन जो जिस तरह खेले हैं उसने एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी शॉट्स खेली हैं, और वो हर तरह की शॉट खेली है. उसमें रिवर्स स्वीप भी थी, पैडल भी थी, और जो सॉलिड बेस से जो हिटिंग पावर थी वो ज़बरदस्त थी. हमें बहुत अच्छी क्रिकेट देखने को मिली. उस तरह डिकॉक भी आज थोड़ा सा टच में नज़र आए, उन्होंने पूरे टूर्नामेंट में कुछ किया नहीं था, तो वो भी अच्छा रहे. मार्कम बहुत अच्छा खेले, उनकी क्वालिटी इनिंग्स, यू नो लाइक हिटिंग द ऑन दी अप थ्रू एक्स्ट्रा कवर और मिड ऑन का एरिया जो था ना, मतलब ही लुक्स अ क्लास एक्ट. और अच्छा मैच हुआ. मतलब टुवर्ड्स द एंड यू नो इंग्लैंड जो मैच हार गए, लेकिन अच्छी क्रिकेट हमें देखने को मिली है.
बिल्कुल, बहुत ज़बरदस्त क्रिकेट देखने को मिली. उमर भाई, मैचअप्स की बात हम करते हैं और मेजॉरिटी टाइम हमने देखा है क्रिकेट में मैचअप्स कामयाब होते हैं, पर आज जो हमने बात की थी कि डीकॉक को इशू आ रहा था स्पिन में, पर जिस तरह की आज उन्होंने इनोवेशन लाई अपनी बैटिंग के अंदर, अपने आप को इम्प्रूव नज़र आया. एक टैक्टिक से आए थे, रिवर्स स्वीप्स खेले, इनसाइड आउट शॉट्स खेली, वहाँ से एक प्लेटफॉर्म सेट कर दिया उन्होंने साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए.
जी बिल्कुल. और मैच के स्टार्ट से उनका जो इंटेंट था बड़ा ज़बरदस्त पॉजिटिव था. जिस तरह ऑलियान उनका बैट्समैन आउट हो गया, लेकिन जिस तरह डूसन ने और डिकॉक ने चार्ज किया बॉलर्स पे, और लाइक हम पहले ही मैच से पहले बात कर रहे थे कि मैं भी उसको डिकॉक को मोइन अली थोड़ा सा डिस्टर्ब करे, लेकिन जिस तरह उनका जो पॉजिटिव इंटेंट था और जिस तरह वो खेले थ्रू आउट द इनिंग्स बड़ा ही ज़बरदस्त था. फिर जिस तरह मार्करम को जो हम बात कर रहे थे कि उसको थोड़ा ऊपर आना चाहिए, अच्छे टच में चारों तरफ शॉट खेलता है, तो आई थिंक जिस तरह उसने फिनिश किया और जो बैटिंग देखे हमने बड़ा मज़ा आया. और लाइक ये कि फिर जो इंग्लैंड की तरफ से बैटिंग हमने देखी, कुछ पॉजिटिव चीज़ें थी, लेकिन काफ़ी मैं उसके लिए फील कर रहा हूँ. जेसन रॉय के लिए एज ए क्रिकेटर मैं फील कर सकता हूँ कि इतना बड़ा इवेंट और फिर बिल्कुल करीब हो आप, फाइनल राउंड के करीब हो, सेमीफाइनल और फाइनल के करीब हो, फिर आपको ऐसे इंजरी होती है, तो बीइंग अ क्रिकेटर मैं उसको बड़ा फील करूँ, उसके साथ उसके लिए बड़ा सैड हुआ हूँ. आई थिंक बड़ा टफ मोमेंट होता है इस तरह, लेकिन ओवरऑल आज दोनों मैचेस बड़े ज़बरदस्त मैचेस हो, एंजॉय किया.
बिल्कुल. और 2019 के वर्ल्ड कप के करीब भी उनके साथ एक यही हैमस्ट्रिंग की इंजरी हुई थी, तो हम विश करते हैं ऑल के जल्दी ठीक हो जाएं, रिकवरी अच्छी हो उनकी. पर इस तरह की इंजरीज ऑब्वियसली काफ़ी टाइम लेती हैं और इसी वजह से हमने देखा काफ़ी डिजेक्टेड नज़र आ रहे थे वो.
So, उनको भी लॉस हुआ और हमें भी हो गया. T10 में हमारा ओपनर गया.
So yeah, they've really enjoyed today's cricket. There was some really good cricket today in both matches. South Africa, of course, has been really impressive with Decock setting the platform at the top, and the promotion of Markram at number 4 was really good. I mean, and this time, the matchup between the spinners and Decock won that battle in this match and set the platform really well. And Omar is wishing Jason Roy a quick recovery, because as a
much diminished in terms of their firepower. Got people like Sam Billings, but we can talk about all that a little later. I mean, 2 good games, yes, up to a point. West Indies, first of all, didn't have enough on the board. Australia become very, very proficient in the last couple of games. Not just winning games, but winning them at pace. Hence, they've cruised their way in the end into a semi-final slot.
West Indies, I guess, but they were looking to get off to a reasonably good start, but it is sad enough in the sense that the way they would have played, I expected maybe a little bit more from them today in terms of intent and where they wanted to be. It would make the flight, in my opinion, so much different in terms of enjoyable if they would have won. But it wasn't to be. One's got to give Australia credit. They're slowly getting into their game, and they're starting to play some good cricket.
They are. I mean, they're looking very good. I mean, and you can start to talk now about momentum if you want to. You can talk about England losing a game. You'll probably quite enjoy that. You can talk about our England. You have that just sort of come off their perch a bit. You can say Australia are going in the right direction. We know Pakistan, of course, have 1 game still to play, but they remain the only unbeaten side in the tournament so far. So all those things will be talked about for sure.
I mean, look, today South African played really good cricket, put them under pressure from the beginning, and de Kock was not due, because when one of your opener, when he set the platform, then the Markram and Dawson took over, and I mean, look, in the middle they were little bit slow overs, but in the end 5 overs they scored 71 runs, and that was crucial, especially with the firepower of Markram. I really loved him using feats against spinners, quality spinners, and Dawson he played everywhere, every shot, which it could be possible.
Yeah, I mean, the difference in the end was that South Africa in earlier games obviously managed to win enough and tonight to get their 8 points on the board, but didn't have quite the same electric response as Australia in terms of pacing their replies, hence this difference of net run rate.
It is, and sad to see it, winning 4 out of 5 and still not qualifying.
Tough group.
It's what
Tough group.
the tough group.
That's why it's called the group of death.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Too many good teams
Yeah.
actually were in that particular group in itself. Somebody was going to suffer.
Some more than others.
That's right.
But the thing is, like if you see that group, like 3 teams, like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and West Indies, they didn't win their games.
We know that Dwayne Bravo has retired officially. Chris Gayle hasn't announced it as far as I'm aware, but I think we're kind of assuming that Chris has certainly played his last T20 international and might well have played his last international game.
Well, let's wait and see. You know,
Okay, all right, okay.
Because
Right, I'm waiting.
if he
Go on
have
then,
not,
I'm waiting.
if he have not announced his retirement, I'm not going to force it on him
No,
at
no,
this particular stage
could
to say anything about that. But what
Yeah.
I can say is the fact, from what we would have seen in this particular tournament in itself, we haven't seen the best of Chris Gayle. But if and when he retires, I honestly believe that this guy has been the trendsetter in this particular, not just this tournament itself, but the tournaments around the world. You know, he has been the individual who would have started that whole period of power hitting. And when you can amass anything like 14,000 runs at this particular level, plus 22 centuries, not obviously stating what he would achieve also at test match level. This guy is a phenomenal guy. When you look back at his career, you would have seen that this guy made a huge impact on the game of cricket in itself.
I don't think anyone's in any doubt of that. I mean, he was that nickname that we've used so many times over the last couple of weeks, Universe Boss. I think he coined it himself, but at the same time, that shows confidence in his ability. But you're right, the record is absolutely
It's phenomenal, man.
It is
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, we had Dwayne Bravo. He's also a trendsetter. And I'm rather proud as a West Indian and one who would have played and led that particular team in itself, to see these two guys where they're at now. Most runs in T20 cricket, and also DJ Bravo, the most wickets. Phenomenal. I'm rather proud of them.
And
Well done, boys.
And what,
Well
did
done.
what did you think about Gayle's celebration of his wicket on the last delivery?
Well, I
With
think,
Marsh?
as you could have seen, for some reason, you could see he was warming up and got himself rather loose. That's the first time I ever saw him show so much energy.
Warming up.
When he was warming up, losing up himself.
Vivi, let's just look at his day. I mean, we've billed this as a sort of farewell package. We acknowledge the fact that he hasn't necessarily retired, but that was vintage Gayle. That's what he was hoping to do more often today. So 2 sixes in his 15 from 9 balls. And they are reminiscent of a lot of those many sixes he's hit for West Indies, for franchise teams, for all sorts of teams around the world for a long time now. And this was, it's so frustrating. The inside edge. I mean, they should ban inside edges. That shouldn't be allowed.
Well, I can tell you, if he was a little bit younger, those inside edges would be going for sixes. But I guess he's getting a little long in the tooth now.
Yeah.
And it's just a magnificent performance. As you can see, the love that they have for him. You know, everyone came out and showed him the love. You know, and I myself, I'm rather proud of him in a big way. To know that after what I guess we would have achieved in the 70s and 80s and all that, that he was still able to dominate the way he did at T20 level and still be a magnificent performer at the highest level, in my opinion, where Test match cricket is concerned.
No, we agree. I mean, we mentioned it the other day. He's made triple hundreds in Test matches.
That's right. You know,
And that's no ordinary feat.
No.
No, the man had supreme talent, enormous talent. And if he wants to carry on, that's up to him.
But that's what I'm saying,
and,
you know.
And the selectors, you've still got to get picked. Even the Universe Boss has to get picked. Right, the other guy, that guy.
That guy.
DJ Bravo, Dwayne Bravo, also bidding. Well, he has officially retired from this. So again, it wasn't his finest hour, wasn't his finest day. The odd moment like that brought back memories of the last, I guess, best part of 20 years almost. But he's been around for a long time.
And when you look at the energy that they brought around the world where T20 tournaments is concerned, they have given their franchise and whoever they would have represented, they would have made the West Indies on a whole, the public and everyone who loves West Indies cricket rather proud. And to see him go, as you can see, is to the Almighty. Well done to Allah, if you're the boys here in the studio. You know, it's it's a remarkable, remarkable career. And as I said, I'm just happy to be a West Indian and to see how well they would have represented the badge. It's tough that they didn't quite get it done in this particular tournament, but they will be remembered for the wonderful things that they would have achieved over the years.
Indeed. You're entitled to your pride. They're entitled to sit back and enjoy remarkable careers and look back on them as and when they want to. So we bid them farewell. I say that. But again, I have to say we bid bravo farewell officially. Maybe, just maybe, Chris Gayle might decide, or someone might decide he's got another game left in him somewhere. But we'll see. As Vivi says quite rightly, we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, though, one thing I do know is we're going to take a break. Game on Hay.
शम्सी और महाराज 5 बेहतरीन बॉलर थे इनके पास और बैटिंग में भी देखें अच्छी टीम लग रही है लेकिन क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाए ये इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट के लिए एक सेट नहीं है
सेमीफाइनल में तो 4 ही टीमें जाएंगी
और दूसरा देखो ना they've been always very lucky in the World Cups. Something happened to them. In 92, all of a sudden they were cruising, rain came, and you need what? 19 runs in one ball.
Again?
Very unlucky, yeah.
in trouble.
And you need some luck to win the tournaments.
You need luck. They have made mistakes, simple mistakes. I remember that one in Durban where they misread the Duckworth-Lewis.
Yeah.
Thought they blocked it out.
Yeah.
They just needed one run. They just blocked it out, thinking that was the... Oops. I mean, that's a bad mistake. That is a very simple...
One is
mistake.
bad luck, another one, they panic in crunch.
And I was
Edgbaston, the
reading-
Australia game, semi-final.
Yes.
99.
Was it Edgbaston?
Clousner.
99
Clousner,
World
yeah.
Cup. Gibbs dropped the catch of
Dropped Steve Waugh, but the Clousner, Alan Donald.
There was one, that
There is
was
a
at
word for it.
Leeds.
In fact, there's 2 words for it, which we're not allowed to use in public. But it's
Edgbaston. Yeah, man, and that's when the people started to look at them and saying that when it came down to the times where they needed to get things done, that they panicked a little bit. I think they took that tag they carried that tag for quite some time.
And we have to give credit to both England and Australia for maintaining that net run rate. And we have to remind ourselves they are out because of the net run rate. And they made the same mistake in 2019 against Afghanistan, where they blocked 12 deliveries before making 4 runs. And this time against Bangladesh, they took some time to chase that target.
I looked it up just now. The